A lot of residents in Cambridge have actually kind of been like, hold your horses, like, maybe we shouldn't see San Francisco as a simple goal to emulate. I mean, firstly, the two places are very, very different, but what's not so different is that inequality is rife in both of them, and in Cambridge it's only really getting worse. I mean, you have a situation where there's massively growing population, but just not the infrastructure and average salary keeping up to meet that population. So housing prices in the last decade actually grew by 78% and average pay by 23%. And Cambridge is actually the second most unaffordable place to live in the UK, just behind London. And on many other objective metrics, it just has some of the worst inequality in the UK. So despite having its world-renowned university, educational attainment inequality is some of the worst. The gap between high earners and low earners is one of the highest in the UK. And you have a situation where, high-income neighborhoods and low-income neighborhoods are right next to each other. And someone living down one street can be expected to live around 10 years fewer than another person living down, just the next street. So yeah, I think it's a city that's facing these really core problems right now of things like water scarcity, a housing shortage, traffic congestion due to a lack of transport links, and it's clearly rapid growth. It's leaving quite a lot of people
and
behind.
It feels like, at least on some measures, Cambridge is a key litmus test for this government. If they can't get Cambridge to work as a kind of Silicon Valley-esque city with all of that potential, then the UK is just not going to be as well positioned as many would hope. What is the government doing?
Yeah, so there is reason to be optimistic. I think with the Labour government's pledge to kind of get Britain building and revive growth, everything does suggest that this is going to be a priority of theirs. I mean, it's been a little bit slow going because of the recent change in government. But look, what I have to say here is it's not just about making sure the growth is inclusive. It's also that, the exact ambitions they have for this city just won't be fulfilled if we don't have the corresponding infrastructure. So, if we don't have the office space, the lab space, the transport links for people to commute to those spaces, the homes from which they commute, then it's just not going to be a hub of any kind. And yeah, I think, the minister has recently wrote a letter to local leaders, but it's going to be a long road ahead. And I think in our budget constrained times, it's going to take a lot of money, a lot of time. It's yet to be clear where we're going to find that.